And we're live from the pit. So, I just wanted to do some reflecting on the absolutely crushing, ridiculous path of the mystic. Um, yeah, it's pretty insane. You know, when you start connecting to God and you realize that you have a mission, but there's no roadmap. There's no guidance. Nobody to hold your hand, but at the same time, I feel like I want to help as many people as possible, but I don't have the power to change anybody. And it's not that people need to be changed. It's it's a strange thing. You fall into a space of like, am I just being a narcissist? Am I just taking things personally when it has nothing to do with me? I don't know. I mean, it's strange. But I kind of got thrown into this position of learning, experiencing as I go along, and having to wait. Because the machinations of the world don't change. You still gotta. Sometimes you can't leave. Sometimes you can't move on. God could be right there holding your hand, being like, I got you, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. It's go time. But you can't. And, when you're just figuring out what God is, and then, oh, it's the end times? Wait, what do you, what? It's a lot to take on. And I don't know, I've been taking a lot more seriously the art blends into this strange place where it's true lies, or it's not true lies, but it's like truth and falsehood. There's a lot of truth in art and music. I mean, it comes from the same place any other writing would. And it's got me bent out of shape. A prophet is supposed to be somebody that just tells the truth. And between, is it aliens? Is it the fallen angels? Is it just the way it goes? Is this all normal? It's very hard to get any level of discernment going. And all right, kitty cat, you're distracting. I feel like an obligation. There's something I need to get done, and there's no roadmap. You hear stories about, Moses didn't want to receive the tablets. Receiving instructions from an invisible force and trying to not appear like a total maniac and like still be a regular old person is a strange place to be, especially this day and age. I mean, it feels like the content I view now is like a chess game, and based on, you know, the vibe of the collective, it will change totally. But the content I view has like a cause and effect to it, just like operating in the real world, which is messed up. You know, you think knowledge is should be freely available, but it like it's so strange. I can't put it into words. All right, cat, please stop, stop. Oh, and I just gotta sit here on the sidelines and pray, and you know, I am a peon. I am not. It's not like I'm Moses and I got a group of people following me. It's not. It's not easy. I have no feedback. I mean, that's probably a sign that it's not my place at all. But especially think this is not how it's going to happen. I just know it. I have more than a sense. But if Christ was going to come back, for example, is he supposed to be born and then like remember himself midway through life, or is he just born perfect? In this day and age, I mean, it makes such a difference in the eras. The eras, dude. Oh, but yeah, I mean, I've been waiting it out for I can't even a year or 2 years now, and it's only gotten worse. And now it's like I kind of use content on the internet as a reflection, and it's getting like worse and worse. Because if you were a prophet and you're supposed to be doing something and you're not, the collective is gonna be like, "What the fuck do you what WTF?" Angels are gonna be like, "Come on, man, you're the one, you're the fucking one." Oh, but how? Where's the roadmap? And I've noticed, like, at least for me, coming to God has been horrible. It's been torturous. I've had to give up a lot of what I've enjoyed doing. The train of consequences. But, oh, yeah. Freaking cat, man. Stop it. Kisa, stop. Oh, oh man. But it's like the key is obviously knowledge and awareness and learning. But the more learning I do, the more the walls close in, and it's like, you can't do any more learning. And the immense pain all the time in my spine and frickin' head. It's like I'm getting frickin' blunt force trauma regularly. So I guess that's a sign I'm doing something somewhat right, whether that's just patience and walking the path. And, darkness is like, nah, dude, what are you doing? You're messing it all up. But the messed up part is that has effects in the world. You don't want to upset the apple cart, like they say. But that's how you get stuff done and bring more light in. The paradox is just sickening. Like the amount of darkness I've been feeling and seeing and experiencing. People don't experience this. I know they don't. Otherwise, people would talk about it. But it's all like love and light, man. Unity. Earth is tremendous. And it is, don't get me wrong. I hate life, but it's good. And yeah, the worst part is like when you're trying to communicate with energy and pure intention, you got to be pure, really pure. So I've had to give up so much of the music I used to listen to because it's like it'll just set off like a depth charge and totally throw off anything good I've had going. And same thing, like if I'm watching, you know, been learning a lot of Torah and Sufi teachings and a lot of Orthodox Christianity. And like the river slows down to like a creek and then it bursts open and there's like tons of awesome content, and then some days it's just like a trickle again. And it's like what is it about the algorithm that determines that? And is my viewing affecting timelines or whatever? Because the technology they have out there is so much further ahead than what anybody knows about. I mean, most people didn't know about computers until the 90s, and they've been around like 50s. It was the first one produced by Germany and IBM, and there was one during the war, I think, World War II, and they gotta have some stuff now that is frighteningly advanced. And it's like you think you want to have the truth out about that. You know, truth will set you free, but there's some stuff that is not for public consumption and for good reason. And that's a rough tightrope to cross. I mean, everything's a paradox or an inversion. You try to do good by, like, not exposing things, but opening your awareness to, deep news and stuff like that. But who knows who you're pissing off? And who knows? Who fucking knows? This is a lame video. But, prophecy, patience, and that other P word. I forget what I typed. The patience is like, oh, I've got everything I need. There's no reason why I should be this hammered and crushed. But it's like I'm not on my soul path. And like, universe is just like, come on, man, we gotta get to it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. We're running out of time. Oh! As far as I'm concerned, everything's going dandy. And that dissonance, nobody would ever be able to understand it. That's a fucked up state of being to be in. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Probably gonna redo it later when my mind is working and I'm not being absolutely crushed through my spinal cord. Yeah. Peace.